Howdy y'all. So it's stock show time in Denver. That used to be a real big deal for my family to go to Denver to the stock show. Last time I was there, my son was in 4-H, and that was probably, about 6 or 7 years ago. And I've been wanting to go since, but then went to work for the Antarctic program and ended up deployed during most of stock show season. So haven't been able to go. And then COVID, of course, put a damper on it. But we're going to head out there today. But before I go, I wanted to show you something. We were going to send the pistons up to Laramie to have them machined so we could put those out-of-spec rings in them. But, hey, we have a lathe. We really didn't need to send them in. I think that the thing was that Dad and I were so afraid of actually destroying what is so hard to find that we didn't even attempt it. So, my dad has a friend that was a machinist his whole life, and he came out for a day, and Dad and him spent a day working on these, and we machined number 2 and number 3 to accept the little bit bigger rings. And these are the compression rings. Again, the oil rings were fine. So, number 4, we didn't do anything with. We're going to finish cleaning that up a little bit better. I got a scraper to scrape those out with. And the reason we didn't do anything with number 4 is because I do have 6 Caterpillar OEM rings. And those 6 rings will do the first compression for all 4 pistons. And then we're going to put the other 2 in number 4. Number 4 being the one that gets the most heat and the most stress because it's further away from the water jacket. We figured that it would do best to have stock factory rings. But the other 2, 3 up front, we're going to put the out-of-spec rings in. And also in the mail, I got a socket to take the pulley off the pulley PTO pulley drive and get it sent in. For whatever reason, you would think being in the excavating business, as long as we were, that we would have all the appropriate sockets, but I think over the years we loaned them out and other people got them, and who knows, when we moved the shop from where we were, I don't know. But it seems like every big socket, we have big sockets, we just don't have the big sockets we needed for the D4. And on the agenda today, going to get this steering clutch taken apart. We will take that apart, take that pulley apart, and see what I can do with that. Ship it off and have it repapered. And at some point in the near future, I know a viewer has asked the question. Yes, we are going to definitely get into that pony motor. I don't think it's going to take as much work as we had anticipated. It had good clean oil in it. Yeah, it's probably not great. It's been sitting on its side like this. As long as the magneto's okay, should fire up. I'm going to rebuild the carburetor, clean everything up, oil it, grease it, put it back together, and if we need to, I'll send the magneto in and have it rebuilt. But other than that, I have a good feeling about it. It had compression. It was free. There's not a lot of play in the flywheel. So, fingers crossed, that's going to work. And this is what it does out here. When we do get a snowstorm, it drifts. This is about a week or so old, but you got a bare spot, and then you got a drift. And when you got a white dog like Buddy, he disappears pretty quick out here. He's really good. He stays by me 90% of the time, but if he finds a rabbit, all bets are off. Never actually got one, but he sure does try. It's a pretty good sized flock of geese. You usually don't see them this far east. It's a beautiful day out here. I just have to share it. Good shot of the mountains. Well, the stock show was fun, but I think I'll be good for a few more years. Not what I remembered. Well, actually, it was exactly like I remembered, just way more people, and to the point you were shoulder to shoulder and couldn't even move through the complex. They were going to move it years ago. I really wish they would have moved it to a bigger facility, but nostalgia got a hold of them, and they ended up keeping it there. And I can understand nostalgia. I work with it right here. And at any rate, it was a good show. We went to the Wild West show. Some very talented kids. So good evening. But, yep, I'm back today and back to business on the D4.
Wow.
I didn't want to stop once it started going.
It spun right off. I am surprised. It's got a spacer here.
I'm sure there's a key in there.
Bunch of dirt for sure.
Century of dirt. Now let me go get a puller.
Here, you want me to hold that?
No, I think I got it. It's coming right off. Look at that.
Wow. Easy. Don't bring it up and have it tip on you.
It shouldn't. It's a pretty long shaft that runs through there. But yeah, look at that.
Cool. Nice.
I really expected more of a fight on this.
I did too.
Do you have that nut? We'll put it back on here.
Yeah, it's right there.
Protect the threads. Wow. I'm off. It must be tapered. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
Take it over on the welding bench and I'll take it apart over there.
Yeah, there ain't anything to it. It's paper.
Definitely going to want to put a new seal in here while I got that off, I think. Yeah, the keyway's in there, everything. Came right off. I imagine they probably didn't use it that much.
I don't think so.
Cool.
There, that's
You know
pretty
what?
good.
I can see
What?
clutches aren't froze. Lots of rust. Here, can you get that belt and I will
It'll stop when it gets against it.
did.
Yeah, I think it's... Be sure it ain't going to pinch your fingers.
It's alright. And there's the drum. And the clutches. Let's put some penetrating oil on it then. I guess we'll wheel this over to the press.
Yeah.
So we halted work again so that we can get the cars and play car Tetris once again, tractor Tetris we like to call it, and get the 52 Ford and the Bronco and the 45 Chevrolet out so that we can get that clutch pack back to the press. We did a little bit of remodeling around here. We got the press out here where we can get that clutch pack in here so we can press those out, pull those clutches apart and see where we got to go.
Come easy.
Yeah.
Okay, that retainer is held by that nut. Now we just need your puller and to compress that, hopefully. Right?
Hope so.
We got a little bit of snow today. I guess overnight. We're supposed to get another 6 to 8 inches during the day today. And it's always hard to figure this, but on the level, I think we got about 6 inches overnight. And there's those drifts that are always plague the front of the shop. But just depends on where you go. And we're fixing to get about another 6 to 8 inches during the day today. It's still snowing. And I got the backhoe plugged in, but we'll clean it up later today when this kind of subsides a little bit. No sense wasting diesel. See, the trucks are pretty well drifted in, and well, the driveway up front, I'll have to plow those drifts out because we're not getting a car out today. And it doesn't look like they've been down the main road yet anyway. Really not terrible out here. It's pretty tolerable, about 30 degrees. Going to fire up the Sandblaster. And clean up a few parts in there. Looks like we're at about 100 PSI. And I've got you guys in bib overall cam so that I can have my hands free and work this. Let me go ahead and charge that Sandblaster. I have a little bit of material left in there. Ooh, it's gonna... hard to see, but I can see that it's working. Looking pretty good. I can see progress on the things that I need. Need to get a little bit more there. And I need to do the smaller pieces as well. But we're getting there. I taped off the sensitive areas before I started so that I don't damage any of the machine's surface. Some of you might be wondering why I have these gigantic signs in here, and the reason for that is pretty simple. We used to have cattle, and we used to buy hay tarps from a recycled materials place, and these hay tarps were just old advertising signs and billboards that they took the well, basically the tarp material off of. And a couple of these I got home and I saw what they were and I thought, oh, those would be kind of neat to hang up in the shop. Not a bad band. My dad hates them. But too bad. Yes, sir. You know what we're doing, don't you? Foot drift there and nothing in the middle of this driveway. I don't think I would have got the car out today. Well, this is always a fun one, the way it drifts around these buildings. This doesn't seem to matter which direction the wind blows. It always drifts the same way here. Right, buddy? So today was kind of a wash. We really didn't get anything done. A lot of vehicle Tetris and a lot of spirited discussions about where we're going with the D4 project. We are finishing the D4 project. Don't worry about that. The discussions are more based on how we're going to finish it and what we're going to do. Right now, the most serious part of the debate is what color we are going to paint it. We don't even have a thing together yet, and we're worried about what color we're going to paint it. But hey, that's what families do, right? So aside from that, we did get a lot of reorganization done, and we got everything prepped and got ready to put the steering clutch pack on the press. Problem is, I don't have the right size socket. I thought I did to get the nut loose in the middle there, but I don't. And after pulling the drum off, really the clutch packs don't look too terrible. I'm going to pull them apart, clean them. I might just get new ones and put them in there while we're going this far. But really, didn't get much done today. And it's a chilly day. My grandfather came out to visit, so it was a good day and all. And I do want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one when we will get the clutch packs apart. Thanks for watching.